Hey guys, it's Aaron. I'm back again with another video on kind of a more of a underestimated topic. The topic is who cares? With that said, people that have a lot of money or are on their way to being successful and things like that, don't down them. I don't know, like people that are already rich and already being successful, good for them. Good, hoop-de fucking do for you. If you're rich and successful. But however, if you're sitting and thinking that this person that's on their way to being successful and that's on their way to making it or achieving the goals that they want, and you happen to know the person and they're sitting there telling you, hey, I got this going for me, I got that going for me, things like that, don't fucking down them at all. Because the more you sitting down them is the more they're going to sit and think, damn, I don't deserve this. Why am I even going through with this? And then that's ruining their dreams. That's fucking with their head. That's making them think I'm not good enough. Stop the bullshit with people. Alright? Like, for I don't know. Like, for example, homeless people. Homeless people, they don't have much. What I mean when I say don't have much, I mean they have absolutely nothing except a basket or something or shit like that. But like, if you see a homeless person out on the streets, if they ask for a couple dollars or something, and you can actually tell, if you can tell they actually need it, help them out. Because, they know what it's like to have nothing. They know what it's like to go from having anything they want to having literally nothing. That said, people that people that have places to stay, people that are homeless, things like that, they see homeless people and they immediately think bad about them. That's not the way to go. And that's one of the biggest issues in the world, and that's one of the biggest things that pisses me off with people. Is the simple fact that, yeah, you got this, yeah, you got that. Good for you. If you got your own place, if you're living your life, living your dream, good for you, dude. Like, I don't care who you are. Good for you. But, like I said, homeless people, they know the feeling of not having anybody. Take me and my dad, for example. I recall here about, I don't know how long ago, but me and my dad, we were staying with this person. This was my cousin. Me and my dad, we were staying with my cousin. We no problems. I went to school. I went to school with a bunch of my friends. We laughed and joked and played all day long while at school. And after school, we came home. Considering they lived next to me, we came home, did our homework, and then once we got our homework done, we fucked around, rode go-karts, four-wheelers, shot airsoft things, no problem. But then one day, me and my cousin, me and her, we got into an argument. With this argument, I said some things that I really shouldn't have said. She said some things she shouldn't have said, but we apologized, we came back to each other. A few hours later, my dad and my cousin got into an argument as well. No problem, except for the fact that whenever they got done with our arguments, we got kicked out. Me and my dad, we got kicked out. By my own flesh and blood, we got kicked out. So, I took that, I was like, that's my own flesh and blood, kicking me out of her house. And I get it, you can kick me out, things like that. But, come on, I am your own flesh and blood. My dad was her own flesh and blood. So, when we got kicked out, we had to talk to 2 or 3 different neighbors just to get a ride to a homeless shelter. We were at the homeless shelter for almost a month. Yeah, the homeless shelter took care of us, but, before we went to the homeless shelter, me and my dad were out on the street, literally out on the street. We had nothing. We know what it's like, and me only being 16, that kind of had an impact on my life. I fell into a slight depression. I got to the point where I didn't trust many people. I lost all feelings for a bunch of people. But once the homeless shelter took us in and helped us get on our feet, me and my dad, we moved out to Roanoke. We're staying with my uncle. Yeah, they're not bio brothers, but they're still brothers. You consider each other brothers, And my cousins, they love me to death. I love them to death. And yeah, sometimes me and my cousins, we get in fights. Nobody really gets hurt. We just get into these big arguments. That I get punched, they get punched, whatever. But at the end of the day, guys, we still come back. We're still family. We still love each other with all our hearts. But people treat me and my dad and just people that have more stuff than one another or have more money than another person, they treat the people that don't have much, they treat them like teetotal garbage. And it's sad. Whenever I see these videos on Facebook of these charity organizations going out and helping out a lot of homeless people, giving them food and towels and clothes and things like that, that makes me smile because, I know what it's like to have absolutely nothing when someone does that for you. When someone does something like that for you, it makes you feel good. It makes you happy. And every once in a while you'll see these videos on Facebook where when someone's homeless and they're getting, you got these arrogant city people who are walking up to these homeless guys and just deliberately beating them because they're homeless. And it's not whenever I see that, I just want to take that person and just walk up and kick them in the teeth because I know what it's like to have absolutely nothing. I came up, kind of rough, kind of tushy, but at the end of the day, I know what it's like to have nothing. My dad knows what it's like to have nothing. Hell, I'm sure a lot of us know what it's like to have absolutely nothing. But I remember watching this video on Facebook here a while back where this guy, there was this homeless lady or homeless man, whatever one, they were living outside this guy's home, apartment in the city and things like that. And I was thinking, this whole time I was watching the video, I was like, this guy's gonna say something to them, kick them away. But instead, I watched this man that lived in an apartment go out and buy materials to build a makeshift shack for this person to live in. It had a door, it had a bed, it had lights, things like that. I saw that, and I'm not gonna lie, that brought tears to my eyes because it made me feel good watching someone go from having absolutely nothing to having their own little house, because someone else had good in their heart to do that for somebody else, So, what I'm really trying to say here in this video is don't treat people like trash. Accept them for who they are. If they're homeless, help them. If they're on their way to being successful, congratulate them. You know, because we're all gonna die someday. You know, no matter who it is. You know, we're all equal in every way. But yeah, some people are treated as unequal. But at the end of the day, we're all one person and we all help the society in one way or another. So in that case, just like help one another. You know, the more kindness and the more sympathy we show to one another, the better the world will be. You know, I love each and every one of y'all. I love each and one of my family members. You know, I'm thinking about starting a YouTube channel. You know, I don't know, but I love each and every one of y'all. You know, I love each and every one of my followers. But you know, sometimes, guys, best way is just to help one another out. Alright, y'all. I love y'all. I gotta get stuff done. And probably tomorrow I'll make a video sometime. I don't know. But I love all y'all.